The Minecraft mob vote is here, and that means the community gets to pick the next mob coming to Minecraft. That also means that I, the Minecraft builder, am gonna turn those mobs into houses. The first mob is the crab. The crab lives in the mangrove swamp and has one giant claw that builders will love. If a player manages to find one, they can use it to place blocks further away when building. Da-da-da! Look at our crab house! Isn't it cute? Now, for these houses, I want to decorate the inside to be the same colors as the mobs. So, since this is what the crab looks like, we're gonna try to stick to orange, blue, and white decorations. Now, as you can see, the crab house is actually kind of small from the outside, which does mean the inside is even smaller. See what I mean? The inside is only 7 by 7 and 3 blocks tall, but it's okay. I have a plan. First, we need to divide this space up a little bit. So we could add a couple of walls here for a bedroom. We'll leave a spot for the door. And then we'll put a baby wall over here just to separate the front room from the back room. So this could be a bedroom. This could be a living room. This will be a dining area. And here we'll have a kitchen. Look at my inventory! I found lots of very on-color themed decorations. I also found a crab hat that I will be wearing while I decorate the crab house. But starting with the kitchen, I want to put a fridge over here, a sink under the window, a lower cabinet, 2 regular upper cabinets, 1 upper cabinet with stuff on it. Then we can have an orange mat under the sink. And I found these little jars with jelly in them. Now for the dining area, I found these cute acacia tables. We've got some matching benches. On the ceiling, we could have a light. In the corner, we can have an orange tulip. I could put another one over here. And then on the table, we can add a croissant. Mostly because it's kind of orange. In between these 2 spaces, I want to add a bunch of these hanging plant shelves. And on each of the windows, we could add some curtains. Since I've got the curtains out, I might as well also add them to the living room and bedroom. In the bedroom, I first want to break this floor and add an orange carpet just to make it feel a little more cozy. Over here, we could add a blue bed. On either side, we could add some end tables. Then over here, we could have a lamp. Here, we could have a record player. On the wall, we could add some photos. Then we can also add some books that I found, a cute string light, and of course, a door. For the living room, I want to make a checkered floor. We can add a sofa chair here, a sofa chair here. In the corner, we can have a lamp. And then on this wall, we can make our TV. It's a very tiny TV, but it's a TV. Does this work? I love when stuff works. You got channels? Oh, what's that? Hello? Ooh. I don't know what that is, okay. Oh, somebody's talking. That's a mouth. Those are people. That's... Oh! Is this Shrek, the movie? Was that... And then this. We're leaving Shrek on. There we go. Anyway, under the TV, I want to add some trap doors just to kind of give it the illusion that there's some kind of like dresser or TV stand under the TV. And then above the TV, I want to add a couple of these shelves to display my crab hats. Next is the armadillo. The armadillo lives in the savannah, but be careful. If you startle it, it'll curl up into a blocky ball. Kind of like Minecraft turtles, armadillos will drop scute. That scute can then be crafted into new armor for wolves. Ta-da! I know this probably isn't the best armadillo build, but I tried. So this is what it looks like. It's got a cute little face. It's got little feet. And in the back, it does have a tail. Since the armadillo is mostly brown with a little pink nose, we're gonna decorate the inside with brown and pink. Look at all the pink things I just found. Also brown, we have brown too, but mostly pink. We can turn this armadillo into a princess house. Now, since the inside of this build is quite tall, I want to separate this area into 3. We can create a loft for a bedroom over here. We'll add some support beams down to the floor. Obviously, we need a ladder to get up there, and fences so we don't fall off. Under the loft, we could use this space for a dining and kitchen area, and then across from that, I want to make a living room with a floor-to-ceiling princess library. Oh, and Also, because I don't have an armadillo hat, I will instead wear this, an RGB armored helmet. Anyway, let's start with the living room. Obviously, in the middle, we have to add a bunch of pink stones for a fireplace. We'll break out this spot for the fire. Can add a little bit of brown glass to protect us from the fire. And then we can have a pink mantle. Cute! On either side of this fireplace, we can add a bunch of pink princess books. And then on the mantle, we need some plants. Now on the floor, we can add a cozy brown carpet. We'll add some tiny tables for pink lamps, and we'll also add some pink sofas. Moving on to the kitchen, we'll add a sink in the middle, some regular counters on either side. We'll add some glass cabinets, some shelf cabinets, and a tiny one in the middle. Over here, we could have some salt and pepper. Here we can have some bread, and on either side of these cabinets, we can add these cute dish towels. Instead of putting an island in this kitchen, I'm gonna add a dining table with some chairs. Now to make this place look a little more interesting, I want to add a flower pot here, a flower pot here, a flower pot here, and a flower pot here. Ta-da! These pots are so pretty, but then I also want to add 3 ceiling lights and some pink curtains. Now for the lofted bedroom, I don't want it to just be a bedroom. I also want to add a craft area. So we could add a desk, a bunch of craft supplies, a little chair, a paint set, and some plants. On all the windows, we need some curtains. In the corners, we can add some plant shelves. Over here, we can add a clock with another plant. And then in the middle of the room, we can have our bed, our nightstands, our brown lamps, and some carpet. The last mob for players to vote on is the penguin. The penguins can be found waddling around the Stony Shores biome. While clumsy on land, they're strong swimmers. So strong, in fact, that they can help you travel faster while in a boat. It's a penguin! Look at his little face. Not only do we have a penguin house, but I also have a penguin hat. Now, because the penguin is black, white, and orange, that's what we need for the inside. But first, let me show you around. The inside of this build is probably the most awkward, just because it's a little small and a little tall. I think this house is gonna get 3 floors. At the very top in the head of the penguin, we can create a top floor for a bedroom. I'm really into lofted spaces today, so in the middle of this space, we could add a loft for a living room, and then on this main floor, we could have a kitchen. Now, before we start decorating, we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna actually get to each level of this house. I think stairs would take up too much space, so instead, we're just gonna make some room for some ladders. We'll have a ladder here leading to the living room. We'll have a ladder here leading from the living room to the bedroom. And we could also add a ladder here going from the bedroom all the way down to the kitchen. We should probably also add a fence to this loft. Okay, now that that's figured out, let's decorate the kitchen. We'll put 2 sinks centered with the window, a bunch of cabinets, a corner cabinet, a fridge, and upper cabinets. On top of these, I want to add some baby plants because the pots are white, so I could technically use them. On the ceiling, we could add some white and orange lights. By the sinks, we could have some orange carpet. And then obviously, we have to have an island. Now because we're in a kitchen, we'll add some bacon clutter, and we'll also add a bunch of fish for the penguins to eat. Now instead of doing a proper dining area, I kind of just want to make a small sitting area. So in the corner, we can have a couple of orange lamps. We can have 2 of these white armchairs, a bit of carpet, some tiny plants for the windows, and some orange plants hanging from the ceiling. Because I can't really put any windows in this living room, we gotta add some lights to the ceiling. That's better. Now against this fence, we can add a couch. In the corners, we can have some tiny tables with orange lamps on them. On the floor, we can have some orange pillows and carpets to sit on. And then over here, we'll have the TV. Since I want to have a big TV and not like a tiny TV, I'm gonna break this part of the wall and use these blackboard blocks to look like a TV. Do these blocks have a TV show on them? No, unfortunately not. But you can draw on them. Like this. There's a heart. There's a star. Maybe we can make a little fish and a smiley face. But okay, to finish up this space, I want to add some more orange flowers. And I found this. It's a penguin plushie! Look at it. Look at its face. They're so cute. But okay, we're done with the living room. It's time to move on to the bedroom. For this space, I want more penguin plushies, 2 beds in the middle, some fluffy carpet, some tables with lamps, a couple more pillows, some plants, and a shelf full of fish. Well, now that the mob houses are done, let's go on a tour. First up is the crab house. As you walk into this house, you'll find a cozy dining area with a croissant, a bunch of pretty plants, a cozy kitchen, a living room playing the Shrek movie, and through this door is a tiny bedroom. Next, we have the armadillo house. Once you climb into this build, you'll find a beautiful princess library in the living room, an adorable pink kitchen, and upstairs, there's even a bedroom with a crafting area. And lastly, we have the penguin house. Inside this house, we have a kitchen and a seating area on this bottom floor. This ladder will take us to the cozy living room, and this ladder will take us all the way to the top bedroom. Would you live in one of these mob houses? Who are you gonna vote for during Minecraft Live? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe.